Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Days of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Spawning on the top left side as the red Cassie, we have Frozen. Spawning on the bottom right side as the pink, what's her name, Penny, we have Dark. Since we do have a couple new COs, of course Cassie is a custom CO. She has standard border cost, 2 CO radius, standard CO power cost, and all that sort. Description: all units in a CO gets plus 20% offense, 10% defense. Nice and simple, so basically plus 1-star offense if you were to correlate to the cartridge game. All CO zone units gain +1 promotion when they destroy enemy units, so they go from rank 0 to rank 2 into rank 3. If they're already at rank 1, they go straight to rank 3. So she is the veteran CO. Additionally, her model, if you're curious, that is, of course, like the IDS soldier, generic soldier. Her superpower is, of course, it is the plus 20% offense, 10% defense global, and the +1 promotion upon destroying enemy unit is global. And also, all units get +1 promotion immediately. So everybody will be at least Veterancy 1, and if they get a kill during that turn, they basically become immediately Veterancy 3. Veterancy increases the power of what? 5% offense, 10% offense, then 20% offense and defense, if I remember the Veterancy correctly. So she's one that promotes good unit retention. And Penny, if you ever see a plus there, it means she's been buffed from her base capability. This looks all the same. Let's see, Penny originally was unaffected by natural weather, the random weather. Like, she was a really horrible CO. I honestly can't remember what she was on the cartridge because she was just horrible. Let's see, all units affected by weather. If you remember correctly as well, this is not related to CO zones. Yeah, you can see units in CO zone get additional offense defense, so they improve for CS zone effectiveness by 5%. Whoa, not a whole lot. Let's see, CO zone none, and let's see, randomly changes weather conditions for 3 turns. There's a lot of weird weather conditions. Let's see, sandstorms reduce range by 1, but that's in dual strike. Is that still the same? I honestly can't remember. Snow reduces movement by 1, which is actually quite powerful, and seeing she's not affected by change, this of course could be quite nice there. And all units are unaffected by weather, but that is actually still part of the day-to-day, so they didn't actually need to specify that, but might as well do. Let's see, what else? I forget what the other ones. Rain causes fog of war, right, and reduces vision? Doesn't Sandstorm now in Days of Ruin reduces firepower, not a range of indirects, right? I honestly can't remember. Because I've only ever played the campaign on the cartridge, and Penny was worthless. You only fought her against her like once or twice, never in a CO. I have complaints with the game, Days of Ruin's campaign, where you just don't use the loaded CO zone, loaded CO units. Like, maybe 25% of the campaign, you can actually do anything involving COs. It's really not that good. Like, no, I'm not joking, 25% seems actually about right, because there's also a lot of pre-deployed missions, even once they introduce the mechanic. Like, half the mission's not even eligible after that point. But either way, let's go ahead and get started. While the map is in the auto deploy, I will go ahead and cover the map. I do see a couple harbors here. This one is a dead end. You can see shores there, so small traversable amount of water there. Got a harbor here as well. Be a decent amount of traversable terrain there. So I suppose you can still get a lander and a gunboats along here, but you won't be able to get battleships or anything that sort along there. Is that still the same Days of Ruins where ships can't get onto shores? I think so. Damn, it's been a while. Since I've just started casting this, I'm trying to remember a lot of things out of my memory. The meteor has been attacked? Let's see, there's also the airport here in the center, and a lot of properties inside, but no production structures. So we got two bases, and there's is not traversable right there, so he has to get a lander to traverse back and forth, so that's an inefficient deployment. Would promote the usage of a lander. Of course, got a base here and a base there, so there's a triple base, one airport, and I'm not really going to assume the two harbors as anything special. Wait. Can you pull like a temporary harbor there to allow ships to get out? Okay, now I'm really starting to base movement. Yeah, you can see the ships can't move, but if you were to get a temporary port there, you should be able to exit. That would be interesting map design if that is the case. So if you want ships, if you want your battleships to patrol the sea and be kings of the sea, you will need to get a rig out. Pink has spotted up a tank, Red has spotted out a tank, and we've got a seal loading this tank as well. And we're going to start seeing the first conflict, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the auto move along, because we're going to see the first potential conflict in a simple map here. So now I'll be manually moving the game forward, and you're going to suffer through all the clicking. There's no way to individually reduce the sound of this clicking. Got bike and infantry deployed out by Red. HQs are located here and here, so somewhat exposed. Also not really. Of course, we got a base here and parashores, so that's perfectly traversable. But possible flanking opportunities by a lander and or gunboat. Red's now pushing forward with his tank in the center of the map. Got another tank here. Mr. Bear is pushing his tank forward, finding the plus 15% capability, as opposed to his opponent's plus 20, plus 10, so roughly equal. And defense is a lot weaker in Days of Ruin to compare to it is to advance to Dual Strike and 2 in 1, where now defense is directly countered by offense, if I remember correctly. Because before in previous games, defense stacking was incredibly powerful, since the attack didn't fully counter defense. Good first strike there by Pink. However, Pink's tank is on top of a city, so 2 health recovery. 7's probably reasonable counter attack there. And Pink has pulled out Battlecopter. Red has pulled out Duster as well. Pink's draw back the bike there. Pink's making good rounds over here. Both players have 1600 income. Good counter attack there. Good strikes. I have no idea how Penny's weather will play out. Penny, both sides have to be ready for whatever weather Penny summons. Also gets the good first strike there, though maybe a good idea for Pink Chopper to snipe the CO unit. Out of range, so this infantry needs to get removed for Pink's Chopper to finish off the tank. So Pink's tank could engage it, be it an uphill fight or a city fight. Red's making good progress over here. 1 full health infantry remains. It's going to capture the property. Anti-air deployed out by Red, or Pink. Lightest Red. And Red does have a tank over on the left side of the map now. Engage the meteor. And finish off the red tank there. Very nice. The extra health came through for Penny. Or should I say Mr. Bear. So we do have this battle copter will likely go down here, but would be a lure for the AA to finish it off. The battle copter probably would live, just probably severely wounded. Hits the bike. He doesn't want to lose his duster needlessly. Another CO unit brought up by Cassie. You can see some of these units are veteran C2, getting double veteran C thanks to Cassie. I do like Cassie as a concept. She's actually, I think she's deceptively strong, providing basically permanent buffs or able to pay forward buffs of just fighting well. She just promotes good unit retention, which is something you should try generally do, though honestly previous Advanced Wars promotes unit retention not for restoring and fighting, but simply as cannon fodder. So Cassie is a little bit transformative based on the standard Advanced Wars format, similar to Wayland and Forsyth. Good number of tanks there. Pink also has a recon there, probably just help fight infantry. So we've got 2 tanks here and a mech for Pink. Gets hit there. Takes the battle copter. Very nice. Probably could have attacked first with the duster. Maybe wanted the veterancy on the duster. Get maxed out with veterancy. We do now have an artillery piece, battle copter, infantry, and a mech. Right now, Mr. Bear has less properties than Cassie. Trying to fix it. There's a couple unclaimed properties here, and Pink's trying to capture this one. 10 to capture progress remaining. Scores a kill there. Engages. 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 Oh, didn't realize that Mr. Penny, Mrs. Penny has, or Mr. Bear, blah, had her super ready. So we got snow. This should reduce everybody's movement speed by 1. Let's see, movement 6 doesn't show it there, but should be 5 now. If I were to click on it, that would be attack move. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's a sandstorm. This is not snow. I don't know why I thought it was snow. If you can see here, minus 10% attack. It should be like minus 20% attack from sandstorm. Actually, maybe minus 30. Look, the CO unit provides plus 20% attack, but this is at minus 10. So minus 30% attack? Yeah, minus 30. So that's actually quite significant. It's going to be a bit of a slow crawl. Mr. Bear's units are not affected by it, so Penny has an advantage here of 30% attack, just not necessarily the usual way. Oh, there's a sandstorm icon up here. Weather, sandstorm, default normal. Current weather will end before player 2's 14th turn. Minus 30% offense, minus 1 movement for snow. Force, fog of war, all units become, vision range becomes 1 and all tiles become 0. Wait. All vision range becomes 1? Not enable their fog of war vision, but all vision becomes 1. That is horrible. Holy crap. That is something different. That means you basically mandatory flares. Recons in theory should say becomes 1 vision range. Or maybe that's meant to see the whatchamacallit into force. Maybe that's exactly what it means. Because Gunner plays with random weather and cartridge. Oh yeah, random weather on cartridge also made it so it didn't last entire turn, it can last partial turns as well, screwing over at some individual somebody individually. Really badly. Because weather only provides negatives. The only positive I could see is Fog of War. But if it only lasts your turn, then you just have negative. So red is neutered at the moment. Red has to be defensive. Taking some pretty sizable losses there from Penny. Sandstorm, now think about it, maybe the best element for Penny to roll, because Sandstorm nerfs all your opponent's damage by 30% for three turns. That is a lot. -1 movement speed is nice and all, means you can get a lot of first strikes. And Fog of War, of course, is Fog of War. In theory, her vision range does not get reduced to 1, but she probably still gets affected by Fog of War by rain. Unless your opponent's completely blind and you're not, I have no idea. Does take out the CO unit. Takes out the battlecopter as well. The veteran is starting to pay dividends. It'll get plus 10% attack there in total. Even during Sandstorm, red is making some gains. Like, see here, this infantry attacked the biker and they came out even though for first strike. Only around the CO can red actually do something. Look at that again. Not favorable exchanges. Artillery pushing forward now that would make him a bit more favorable. Triple tank, 1 battlecopter. Pink right now has tanks in the back line as well. Captures that city, or I'm to capture it. Trying to flip that property as well. This property has 4 remaining. Oh, that meteor finally goes down. That would make it easier to roll out of here. Pink may want to go for a Duster to help engage the battlecopter's opponent's Duster. Has nothing to really counter the battlecopter at the moment. Infantry and tanks. And the Sandstorm says it should subside when? In D14, before day 14 player 2's begins. So currently is day 14 player 1's turn. So should end at the start of player 2's turn. Multiple artillery pieces spawned in there. Takes up the infantry. Now red's trying to flip a property. Oh, I did not realize that Cassie had her superpower up, which gives everyone efficiency 1, but won't be able to make use of all the other benefits. She will basically nullify the Sandstorm though. Right now it's at -5%. Maybe should wait till next turn, because by next turn the Sandstorm subsided and would get all the power benefits. Because right now, this superpower, no aggressive push. Sandstorm has subsided. God, this map was green. Mr. Bear is pushing forward with some tanks and recons. Battlecopter there. Another tank there. Duster from Pink. A lot of infantry by Pink as well. Red does also now have 22,000. That should be enough for some bombers. Would it be a good idea to go for bombers? Maybe a little bit of overkill, honestly. Not entirely bad, but not entirely great either. Merges the tank. There goes Pink's command tank again. Pinks have not been dealing with these battle copters all too well. And Red still has anti-aircraft at full health, fully veteran. So even damaged, it will probably one-shot some of these battle copters. Now, got a command tank here. There's the artillery piece. Mech's out of range, but Pink is just forming up, ready to push forward with a massive round of infantry. Red's tank will get the first shot. Mech won't be able to get a shot on the tank. Artillery could reposition, hit the tank. There's a lot of Pink infantry there, but there's also a reinforcing Pink tank there, so Pink may need to reinforce here with another sort of tank, maybe a battle copter. Finish off the veteran battle copter. Mech gets a good hit there, but it's in the CO zone. And on the property, so got some good defense. Even with all the severe damage, so it's 34 defense. Comparison, the anti-air has 50 defense. Good strike there. Good attack there. Bazooka mech does go down. Artillery looks like Red is falling back. Have two artilleries. Going to find a better position. That's not a bad idea. Plus, the more time he stalls out the CO from engaging, the more time he does not have to worry about the CO zone being amassed. Excuse me, CO power. And right now, Cass has a massive value lead over Mr. Bear. Twice the value. That is massive. And looks like Mr. Bear has surrendered due to the nature. I think overall just really lost the center there, lost quite a bit there. Wasn't able to deal a solid blow to the anti-aircraft. Was unable to make a play over here. Plus, I think he sort of resigned when he saw the rocket. Because that rocket would be a great way to lock down this region. By the way, this Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.